There are jobs that no one remembers the name of, but without them, you wouldn't survive. Episode 1. That job didn't have a beautiful name. People just called it cleaning houses. I arrived at other people's homes in the morning, bringing gloves, a mop, trash bags. Their houses were vast, wooden floors, large glass doors. I walked in like an invisible person. No one asked for my name. They just pointed, here, there. I knelt down to wipe under the bed. Saw a frame that had fallen out. A family photo. Children laughing. I set it back up neatly. It wasn't my business, but I did it anyway. Some houses are very clean. But inside, I don't know. I only knew that I wiped away every stain to trade for a few hours of wages. Hands tired. Back aching. The owner walked by. Didn't look at me. Only looked at the floor. When the work was done, they paid. Not a cent more. Not a cent less. I stepped outside. The sun was bright. I realized something strange. I had just stepped out of someone else's life without leaving a single trace. That night, I went back to my room. Sat down. I thought, there are jobs that only exist so that you can exist. Episode 2. After cleaning houses, I washed cars. The car wash was near the highway. The sound of traffic never stopped. I wore old clothes, held the hose, sprayed hard. Water splashed on me, shirt wet, hands cold. I washed expensive cars, glossy paint, shiny rims. Some people watched, some didn't. I wiped the glass, saw my reflection, distorted, tired. With every car that got cleaner, my hands wrinkled a little more. No one asked what I was studying. No one cared where I came from. Here, I was just the person who made cars clean. During the break, I sat on the doorstep, ate cold bread. I watched the flow of cars passing by. Fast, steady. I wasn't jealous. I didn't even dream. I only thought, I need one more shift to have enough for this semester's tuition. At the end of the day, I went home, smelling of gas and water. I showered for a long time, but the exhaustion didn't wash away. Episode 3. The hardest job I ever did was at an Amazon warehouse. 10-hour shifts. Standing, walking, picking items. You couldn't be slow. You couldn't stop. The screen flashed numbers. Every minute was counted. Feet hurting. Back stiff. During the break, I sat flat on the floor. Didn't talk. Everyone was the same. There, no one talked about dreams. They only talked about whether they were taking the next shift. Coming home at night, I opened my books, but my eyes couldn't keep up with the words. Some days, I fell asleep at the desk. Woke up at midnight. I asked myself, what am I trying for? Then I remembered the empty rental room, the car I slept in, the upcoming tuition deadline. I stood up, made coffee, kept studying. No one claps for nights like those. No one knows. But it was those nameless jobs that held me back when I was almost drifting away. Episode 4. This job starts while the city is still asleep. 3:30 in the morning. The alarm vibrated. It didn't ring, just vibrated. I sat up immediately. Didn't think, because if I thought, I wouldn't be able to get up. Outside, it was cold, very cold. I put on a coat, a hat, got in the car. The newspaper warehouse was at the corner. Pale white fluorescent lights, newspapers already bundled, heavy. I stacked them in the car. A long list, small addresses. The city at this hour was very strange. No horns, no people, only streetlights and my own breath. I stopped the car, left a paper at each door. Gently, very gently. Some houses had lights on. Some were pitch black. No one saw me, but in the morning, the news would be there. Sometimes I wondered, if I didn't deliver them, would anyone even know? Then I remembered, not everything important needs to be seen. Nearly 6 o'clock, dawn was breaking. I finished the last route. Sat in the car, hands cold, back tired. The city began to wake up. And me, I was preparing for class. Episode 5. I wrote my CV at night. After delivering papers, after finishing my studies, the CV was very short. Nothing stood out. Experience. House cleaning, car washing, warehouse, newspaper delivery. I read it again, deleted, rewrote. I didn't know what to call those jobs, but I listed them anyway. I sent the CV out to so many places, couldn't remember how many. No one answered. 1 week, 2 weeks. Then one morning, the phone vibrated, an unknown number. I stood still for a few seconds before answering. "We are calling from." The voice was very ordinary. But my heart beat fast. They asked a few questions. Very basic. They didn't ask how good I was. They only asked if I could work those hours. I said, yes. Hung up. I sat down. Didn't scream. Didn't text anyone. I just stared at the phone screen. For a long time. It wasn't a dream job. Not a big turning point. But it was the first time someone saw my name in a pile of resumes and picked up the phone. That night, I still delivered papers. Still studied. But something was different. It wasn't obvious. I knew I hadn't been kicked out of the game yet. We're more than just viewers, we're companions. Subscribe so we don't lose touch.